You know what still feels unreal to me? Our Go Bigger tour just wrapped up. It was one of the most unbelievable experiences of my life, but not for the reasons you might imagine. If you were in one of those packed theaters, cheering and clapping, you probably had no idea what was actually going on behind the curtain. Backstage, it was chaos, nerves, panic. The fire department confiscated our confetti machines. Someone got arrested for being drunk. My daughters wanted to quit halfway through. And me? I had full-blown stress diarrhea for 3 days straight. Yeah, that kind of chaos. But today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and share what really happened. Not the perfect, polished moments, but the messy, human, scary ones. And more importantly, the 6 lessons that completely transformed how I see fear, courage, and growth. Because these 6 lessons, they'll help you stop playing small and finally live the kind of life you've been imagining for years. Hey friend, welcome back. I'm genuinely thrilled that you're here with me. And if this is your first time listening, I want to say this up front. You didn't land here by accident. You're here because something inside you wants more. More courage, more freedom, more you. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Because last month, I did something that scared the hell out of me. I said yes to something that stretched every part of who I thought I was. And I want to invite you to do the same. Let's start with this. What if the next thing you do, you did it bigger? When I first thought about doing a live tour, I imagined something small. A few theaters, a few speeches, a few hugs after the show. Easy, right? But then a guy on my production team, Marcus, said something that stopped me. He said, "You could just walk out there and give a great talk. Or you could bring your stories to life, make it theater, make it unforgettable." And something in me said, let's do that. Let's make it bigger. I had no idea what I was agreeing to. I thought I was planning a talk. Turns out I was building a full Broadway-level production. When I walked into rehearsal, there were 30 crew members, 3 massive cameras, lighting rigs, fog machines, props, and sets. There was even a bed on stage. And all I could think was, what have I done? That's when I realized the truth of lesson 1. You never really know what bigger means until you say yes to it. Growth always feels like too much at first, but that's how you discover who you really are. The night before opening, everything went wrong. Slides froze. My mic died halfway through rehearsal. The timing was off. And I remember thinking, I hate this. I made a huge mistake. I'm not ready. The next morning, I called my husband in tears. He listened and said, "Get off the phone, go back to that theater, and practice until it feels right." So I did. I walked back in, terrified but determined. By the second night, I was still nervous, but I wasn't running anymore. That's when I learned lesson 2. You'll never feel ready, and that's okay. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you earn after you take action. If you think fear means you're on the wrong path, you've got it backwards. Fear usually means you're right where you need to be. Every meaningful thing I've done started with fear. Writing my first book, starting a podcast, saying yes to the tour. Every single time, my body screamed, "Don't do it." But here's what I've learned. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means pay attention. It means something important is about to happen. So if you've been thinking about starting something, a channel, a business, a move, a relationship, and you can feel that tightness in your chest, that's not fear holding you back. That's life saying, this is the edge, lean in. Let's talk about perfection, the silent killer of dreams. One of my producers said before the tour, "I'd love to take a dance class, but I'd look ridiculous." Sound familiar? That's what keeps most people from trying anything new. The fear of looking bad. But here's the secret. You have to be willing to look bad before you ever look good. When I stood on that stage opening night, I forgot lines. I walked into the wrong light cue. And still, people laughed, cried, clapped. They loved it, because they weren't looking for perfect. They were looking for real. So stop waiting until you're amazing. Be willing to be awful at first. That's how every great thing begins. After the first show, I wanted to quit. Everything in me said, never again. But I couldn't. The tickets were sold. The venues were booked. So I kept going. And by the third night, something shifted. I wasn't scared anymore. I was having fun. I was learning to trust myself in real time. That's the thing about growth. It feels terrible before it feels magical. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. But if you stick with it long enough, you'll wake up one day and realize the thing that once terrified you now gives you energy. The biggest changes in my life started with one small word. Yes. Yes, I'll do the podcast. Yes, I'll go on tour. Yes, I'll embarrass myself if I have to. I didn't have a plan for any of it. But saying yes created momentum, and momentum creates clarity. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to decide. Say yes, and then figure it out as you go. Because here's the truth, you can't plan your way into confidence. You act your way into it. I want you to think about something. Where in your life are you playing small right now? What have you been telling yourself you'll do someday? Is it a new job? A creative dream? A conversation you've been avoiding? A move you've been delaying? You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't need permission. And you definitely don't need perfection. All you need is one brave moment. One yes. If I had quit after that awful first show, I never would have discovered the magic that came next. And the same is true for you. You just have to make it to your own Saturday night. That moment when fear turns into freedom. When the thing that once scared you becomes the thing that defines you. So here's my challenge for you. Do it bigger than you've been doing it. Ask for the raise. Sign up for the class. Record the song. Post the video. Start the thing. You don't even have to know what bigger means yet. Just say yes. And let the meaning find you. Because I promise you, the best moments in your life will not be the ones that felt safe. They'll be the ones where you said, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. And when you get there, when you look back, you'll realize you were capable all along. You just needed to go bigger.